Hey Motor Warriors, have y'all ever said to yourself, I ain't gonna ever again, fill in the blank, right? Whatever that, ain't gonna this, ain't gonna that. Well, that happened to me, and I don't know about you, but sometimes when I say I ain't ever gonna, it happens anyway. Now, I'll explain more right after this intro. For those of you that don't know, back in the late 70s, early 80s, I used to own a Harley. It was under the AMF period, and I don't know where they got their components from, but that bike was garbage. You know, I've been riding motorcycles and dirt bikes and mini bikes since I was 8 years old. That was the first bike I had that ever just kept breaking down. It spent more time in my garage getting repaired or at the shop getting repaired than it did getting ridden. This is all before cell phones. I would be, like 30 miles out in the middle of nowhere, and all of a sudden, and it would die. And now I've got to hike 30 miles to find a payphone because this was all before cell phones. And I said, man, I tell you what, I sold that thing, and I said, I'm never going to own another Harley. Well, I tell you what, somebody made me eat my words because Doyle, if you know Blue Bike and Doyle, he's a really good guy. And Doyle, he got me a Harley. I kid you not. And I'm fixing to get my riding gear on, and I'm gonna go play. So if y'all want to come with me, jump on and let's go for a ride. And I'll tell you more about my new Harley. I'm excited, folks. How about that one, Motor Warriors? Isn't that a nice truck? That's pretty. There's a nice looking ride. Which one do you think I'll be riding? Huh. And true to their website too. They don't show prices on their website. I suppose they want you to have somebody come and try and sell it to you instead of just telling you right up front what it is. I had a salesman one time. I stopped when I lived up in Milwaukee. I was in sales and stuff, and I stopped. I saw a Rolls Royce dealership in the Milwaukee area, and I thought, well, that's, I wonder how much they are. Just curious. So I didn't have an appointment at that moment, so I went and checked it out. And a guy came out and saw me, and he came up and said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Do you mind telling me how much this Rolls Royce is?" And he said, "Sir, if you have to ask, you can't afford it." And he walked away. And I thought, what a snob. So now, if I don't see prices on stuff, then I figure I can't afford it. Because if I have to ask, I can't afford it. Because that's why they do that. So whatever size bike you like or whatever style, they have it. Even they got the speckled green here. That was sold though. It's a nice looking bike. If whoever bought that bike is one of my subscribers, you got a nice looking ride. And a lot of these bikes, they don't show up on camera as well as they do in person. They look a lot nicer in person. To give you an idea, this is a used bike. Don't know how many miles are on it. This is our dealership in this area. Not a fan of those, but some people like that stuff. I'd want something with saddlebags on it, and these are nice. I tell you what though, I love this color. It doesn't probably show up on camera as good as it does in real life, but man, I love that color. Not such a fan of the price tag on it, but I love the bike. That's a lot of money for 2 wheels and a motor. So you can see that. I don't know if you can see the difference in spec paint. I don't know if you can even see that. This one, it's got a nice little speckle to it. Kind of shows up a little, but this one, it shows up a lot more. That's a pretty bike too, but I'm a fan of that orange color. I like the orange better. That's just a pretty bike, real pretty bike. So I don't know what the miles are on it, but it's a basically a 5-year-old bike, and that price, to me, if anything, that should be the max that you pay for a motorcycle, a brand new one. That's a pretty bike. A bike like this in that orange color would make my day. Won't focus. Come on, focus, camera. I don't remember seeing this color before. That's kind of nice, though. It's not a bad bike either. I like this one. It's only got a 107, but it's a nice bike. It looks nice. We got some nice bikes in here, though. And if you're interested in a black bike, so this is what this one is here. But this is the CVO. They probably won't have a tag on this because these are expensive and they don't want to let you know what they are without having to ask. And I've already said that I have this attitude that if you make me ask, then I probably can't afford it. So if you can't display your prices fair and honest and show them, I'm not into that game. That looks like my Vulcan. Actually, I think my Vulcan's got a longer wheelbase. Probably a lot less expensive. Alright, well, can you guess which bike I'm going to be riding here any minute? Well, hey, Motor Warriors. As you can see, it's raining. But I'll tell you what, I am too excited not to ride my new bike. Now, you can see that I'm wearing green. It's because today's St. Patrick's Day. And as my mom used to say, Erin go bragh, which is Ireland forever. So what better thing to do than to take my new Harley for a ride on a St. Patrick's Day in the rain. Ready to see the bike I got? There you have it, Motor Warriors, right there. That's my brand new Harley. Ain't that a beauty? Man, look at how pretty that is. What a nice gift. My friend Doyle from Blue Bike and Doyle, he bought me this here Harley. And look at this here. It's the soft tail. It ain't no hardtail. Look at that. Oh, I could do a bun burner 1,500 mile ride on this bike. I tell you what, check it out. Now let's start it up. Potato, 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 potato. That ain't good enough, folks. I'm gonna have to take this in and put some aftermarket pipes. Hang on. Okay, I got her back from the shop. Now let's try it. Potato, 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 potato. Yeah, now it sounds like a Harley.
Potato, potato. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. I bet I can even make this baby wheelie. Look at that, I'm doing a wheelie. Can you see that? Here, we can even jump this thing. Look at that. Man, good thing it's got a nice swing arm on the back, because then it'll absorb that shock. There's a couple people at the park that probably think I'm insane. But isn't that pretty? That sure is a beautiful bike. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And look at that seat. Man, I could do a bun burner 1500 on that one for sure. That looks soft and comfy. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, if I water this, maybe it'll grow. Well, happy St. Patrick's Day, y'all. And if you were expecting me to sing Molly Malone, I did that last year. I'll put a link into that one up here. I think I called it I'm Sorry Molly Malone, and I sang the song my mom used to sing when we were kids. But anyway, what a pretty bike. Thanks, doll. This is really a cool gift. I'm having a lot of fun. But anyway, you know how it goes, right? Live your life with the heart of a Viking warrior. Bye for now.